Good morning, everybody. It's lovely to see you all. I'm really pleased that you've tuned in today. Welcome to this first video in a series of how-to videos to help you with your maths. Just a chance to refresh things that you might know so you don't forget, and a chance to improve some of the knowledge that you don't know. So over the next few weeks, I'll be posting videos on addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. If there's any other topics that you'd like me to post stuff on, then comment in the post in the comment section below the video. And when I get some spare time, I shall see what I can do for you. So today we're going to start with how to solve column addition problems. So I shall get up my little PowerPoint for you guys to see. And there we go. So column addition. So yeah, there are several SIs available. So whether you're on level 1 or level 6, there's lots of SIs that you can use this skill to help you master. So to start today, we're going to run through the 3 easy steps to help you solve the problems. Then we've got 3 examples that we're going to run through, each with encountering different problems you might experience and a range of difficulty in the questions. So let's start with example 1. So the 3 easy steps are: step 1. Okay, first step is to set out your question. Okay, it's really important you give yourselves the right amount of space and set it out properly in the correct mathematical pattern. Step 2 is to line your numbers up correctly. Okay, it's really important that you get the right place values in the right column, otherwise it's going to skew your answers and you might not get the marks for those questions. And step 3 is, once you've lined the numbers up correctly, is to add digits up in each column. Remember, always starting from the right hand side and working to the left hand side. So for example 1, we're going to have a look at, can we solve the question 31 add 44? So step 1, I'm going to lay out my problem area. So I'm going to draw 2 equal signs, which I'm going to write the answers in between. It's an addition problem, so I need to have a little plus symbol by the side of it. Okay, next we need to do step 2, so I need to lay out my numbers in the correct order. Now I like to label my columns with my hundreds, tens and units just to help me out. You may want to, you may not. So the first number, 31, I have 1 unit, 1 1, so that's going to go in there, and 3 tens, so that goes in that column there. And to that I'm going to add 44, so I put my 4 units in the units column and my 4 tens in the tens column. And then step 3, finally, to add the columns together. So 1 add 4 equals 5, which that goes directly under those numbers, so 5 units. And then add up the tens column, 3 add 4 equals 7. And you have solved your first column addition problem. Okay, the answer is 75. So nice and easy to start with, fairly straightforward. Okay, so next we're going to move on to when you have problems which involve numbers with different sizes. So how to solve the problem 112 add 86. So you can see 112 is a 3-digit number and 86 is a 2-digit number. So this is where step 2 is really important, and you need to line the numbers up in the correct place value columns. So let's have a go. Step 1. Okay, I'm going to set out my working area. There is my equal sign to write the answer inside and my plus sign. Step 2. Okay, we're going to put the numbers in the right columns. I'm going to add my units, tens and hundreds to help me out. So for 112, I have 2 units, so that goes in there. I have 110 and 100. So for 86, we need to make sure the 6 goes in the units column in there, not any of the others, because that will skew our answer. And we have 8 tens in 86, so the 8 goes in there. And then finally, step 3, we add all the columns together. So let's add the units first, because we need to start on the right-hand side. So we have 2 add 6, which gives us 8. 1 add 8 gives us 9. And 1 add 0 is 1. So we have solved our second problem and also talked about the second mistake or difficulty you might find in some of the questions. So now we're going to make it a little bit harder with my final example. Oh, there we go. There's the answer to the last question. So finally, example number 3. So in this example, we're going to look at what do you do when the number of each column is more than 9, because we can only have 1 digit in each box. So first step is I need to lay out my work area as previously. Important to include your plus sign because it's an addition problem. Okay, I'm going to add my hundreds, tens, and units at the top because we have 3 digits for both numbers in this problem. So for 372, I put my 2 in the units, 7 tens, and 3 hundreds. For 249, I put my 9 in, my 4 in, and my 2 in. And then we need to add up the digits in each column. So let's start on the right-hand side. We have 2 add 9, which gives you 11. So 11 is made up of 1 unit, or 1 1, and 1 10. So that 1 unit is going to stay in the units column. And we'll go down there. And my 1 10, I'm going to move across and add it to the top of the tens column. So in the tens column, I now have 1, 7, and 4. So now I will add that column up. So 1 add 7 is 8, and 8 add 4 is 12. So 12 tens are 120. So I have 102 tens. So my 2 tens will stay in the tens column in there, and my 100 I shall move across to the top of the hundreds column. And now I can add that column up. So 1 add 3 is 4. 4 add 2 is 6. Put my answer in there. And there we have it. 372 plus 249 gives us 621. So hopefully that is helped you out and given you a little reminder of how to solve column addition problems. One of the beauties of column addition is that you can use it to solve any addition problem with positive numbers. So for example, you can use it to solve 4-digit numbers. You can make the questions as big as you like with as many digits as possible. You can use it to solve decimals, and you can even use it to solve problems involving more than 2 numbers. So just by following the same 3 steps and making sure you stick to that process. So if you have a go at the harder questions, try to ignore how big the numbers are and just concentrate on following the 3 steps as shown earlier in the video. Right, so if you would like to have a go at smashing some of the SIs, there are 100 points, eProse points available for those of you who complete the tasks. For the SIs, as you'll see, there are subtraction and division questions in order to gain your sticker. So this will only count towards half of your SI. So the other half will be in the videos later on in the series. So if you'd like to have a go at 1.5, pause your video now. You can write down the questions and set them out as shown in the video. So if you can work out how to print off your work, or you want to email in your answers or send your answers into the school, I'll mark it, give you some feedback, and add your points to the e-praise. If you'd like to have a go at 3.3, then pause your video and jot down the questions. If you'd like to have a go at SI 4.4, so pause your video now to give yourself a chance to set the questions down. And if you'd like to have a go at 6.18, then pause the video now to give yourself a chance to write down the questions, and then you can answer them in your own time. So for any of you thinking about using a calculator, don't. Okay. I will know. I will find out. 1 second. Let's get there we go. I'm back. So yeah, don't use calculator. You won't get your mastery stickers or your e-praise points if you do. I will know, and if you do, I will hunt you down. I will find you, and I will kill you. So that's all, folks. Look out for our daily challenges that we're going to post. Is another way to earn some e-praise points and keep yourselves occupied. Thank you for watching. Stay safe, stay active, and I look forward to seeing you all in the next video. Ciao.